What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Walk Dog here. I'm making a quick video right fast, and most of my team ain't here, but I'm part of team You Out of Time, and this is just one of those videos I decided to do by myself. But right now we're going to discuss one quick thing. It's called dueling etiquette. There are some things people do in duels that, well, let's face it, a lot of us are nerds, antisocial nerds who don't get out much, don't get to see movies, don't get to hang out with women. I mean, I'm married, so I wasn't in that position, but I grew up. Things change, things happen. But there are certain things that we need to cut back on. Like, main topic is showering. Come on, man, y'all can bathe at least once in a while. Some of y'all cats stink, dude. I mean, for real, foul, funky, nasty cats. Don't get me wrong, it's a Saturday afternoon, you've been playing football, playing basketball, whatever. You went out clubbing that night before, you came back sweaty, drunk. You might have a little odor to you. I understand. You say, yeah, well, I did this. But some of these cats are like 15, 14, 17 years old, stuff like that. So, I'm like, what did you do the night before? I mean, if you're 14, 15, 17 years old, what did you possibly do to where you come the next day smelling like hot boo-boo? I'm straight up, it's hot boo-boo butter. I mean, what did you do? Do you just not bathe for like a week? I mean, do you go to school like that? I mean, do you sit around classmates functified like that? I mean, if you're running while you ain't got friends at school, it's probably because you're funky. You about to lose your friends over at the car shop because they don't want to play you because you smell like hot doo-doo. Foul. Bathe, man. Wash your ass. Another thing I'm going to go into is these people, when you play them, they want to grab your graveyard, you know what I mean? Like people like, hey man, can't see graveyard. Sure, go ahead, here you go. I might spread eagle it for you, but just to reach over and put your nasty hands all over my card sleeves like that. I mean, I got my sleeves for a reason, to keep my cards clean, but I also want to keep my sleeves clean too. Most people like to keep their things nice, neat, and organized, and here you are just going through my graveyard like it's no tomorrow or something, bending my cards up and shit, picking my things up, flinging it back at me. You don't know me, I hit you, putting my stuff like that. So let's keep our hands to ourselves. Ask, be polite about it. Courtesy goes a long way in these things like this. It's no excuse. Another thing we can do is gloating, showboating. Oh man, great. Your deck worked. Outstanding. I wish my deck would work like that too sometimes. When it works, I'm like, sweet man, my deck's playing off. I got the cards I need. Everything's working out smoothly. You ain't got me this term. Hey, you had a time. That's cool and all, but don't rub it in people's faces. Don't be like, oh, you can't beat me. Oh, I already knew you ain't got nothing. You ain't garbage. You don't lose this, man. Let's keep the insults, stuff like that, down to a minimum. Be humble, man. Just because you winning, you might have just lucked out and drew an awesome hand. Another guy drew a garbage hand, and then what you gonna say when like the next turn, round 2 he comes and beats the brakes off you, and then the next turn he just beats you even worse. I mean, what you gonna say then? Now you gonna glow about you. You gonna hold that over your face more than anything because you beat him that one round, but he got you the next 2. Another thing is when these popular decks that are out there like wind-ups, Zectors, Dark Worlds, freaking the ninjas they're sneaking up on people and gonna get you. Don't feel proud of yourself because you beat this deck, alright? Because you heard so much hype about it and then you went up against one and you beat one. Don't be like, oh, I beat a wind-up deck. I'm good, man. I'm a great player, man. I spec that wind-up deck. No, it don't mean nothing, man. Wind-ups are just like any other deck. Yes, they didn't get hit with the ban list. In my opinion, I don't think they should get hit with the ban list because they're brand new. The stuff that just came out for them is brand new. Why would you ban stuff that just came out? Give people a chance to play these cards. If you're gonna ban everything every time something comes out, then ain't nobody gonna play anything. Say, oh man, wind-ups would have been great, but as soon as they came out, they got banned or they got hit with the ban list, limited, semi-limited, and it was gonna play and it was gonna buy any packs. Konami ain't gonna make no money. So like I said, so that's why I don't think they should have got banned. But don't be gloating because you beat this deck or you knocked them down a peg. Just be like, just feel satisfied that you can beat the deck. Be like, alright, my deck works. I can't go up against this deck. I can't beat this deck. Don't be like, I beat a wind-up deck. I can take on any deck in the world. It ain't gonna work like that, man. Because then you're gonna go up against down rabbit. You're gonna get your feelings hurt. Then you're gonna be mad and want to quit or some garbageness like that. So just be humble about it, man. Shrink your head down a little bit. Alright? Calm it down. So those people right there, those people that get me the most. And another thing, those people who Well, I'm not saying don't be imaginative, don't be creative, you know, don't think outside the box. But those people who want to make those weird decks, you know who you are. You want those guys who have a deck that no one's ran, no one hears about. And, you know, you're gonna be that one guy that's gonna be like, hey man, I just thought this great idea. What? I'm gonna make a Gen X deck. That's gonna beat everybody. If you wanna make a Gen X deck, or you wanna make a Laval deck, or a Gusto deck, or some weird deck that's out there, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Like Watts or something out there. Don't be mad if you lose a lot. And people, especially if you're going against people who play like X-Sabers and Six Samurais and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know how far you expecting your deck to go when you go against one of the more popular decks. But they're popular for a reason, not because they look cool, because they work. That's how decks are. It's not on how they look or how much they work, it's because they work. And if you come up with an idea and you can't believe how no one came up with this idea, probably because it don't work. And so like I said, man, if you win, if you beat people, great. Outstanding. More power to you. Show the world. YouTube a video, man. Put a deck profile out there. Start a team. Go to a tournament. You know. But, you know, if that deck lost, don't be sitting there trying to figure out, like, I wonder why my deck lost. Did I make the wrong play? Did I make this? Your deck probably lost because the deck probably ain't good in this format. That's another thing that affects decks now is the format. So you got to be thinking, when you make a deck, think of the current format. Think about what's popular, what's not. What's a good deck, what's not a good deck. I mean, go on the Yu-Gi-Oh network and like look at the top tournament decks and see, you know, what decks work. I mean, if you look at the deck, most of them are wind-ups and freaking Dino Raptors anyhow. There's an Empty Jar and a TGs and a Dark World and a Sectors in there somewhere, but that's about it. I think there's an Evolve in there too, which I'm making now as an Evolve deck because it's gonna sneak up on you. Good deck. But like I said, not to be people playing Evolve. So like if they lost, I'm not gonna be trying to figure out like, oh, how can they lost? It's like, it's just not part of the new format, not part of the new meta. New meta right now is expensive. I made a wind-up deck and that killed my bank check. Freaking wipes in my ear already with that. So yeah. So like I said, man, don't be mad if your deck lost, if you made one of those, you know, shooting for the star type decks. Just be happy with what works. Another thing I want to address is those people who want to build another deck when their current deck's not even finished. I have a buddy, guys. There's nothing really wrong with that. I mean, if you can afford it, you can go for it. But if you're broke and your money's tight, talking to you, Beefcake, if your money's tight, stick with one deck first, then go to the next. You know, make that one deck, play that one deck, see what works, see what doesn't, then move on to the next. I mean, I'm guilty of this too. I'm having to make another deck while I'm still in the process of making one deck. But when your money and your funds and your trade binder can't support your ideas, you're going to be end up trading out of your main deck, your good deck. Like if you're making Karakuris and then you want to go make like, you know, the ninjas, but you trading your Karakuri stuff for ninja stuff, so you got two decks that are kind of halfway complete, but none of them's complete, so you ain't got a deck to play with, so you're just playing with scraps. You know, I mean, I'm talking about scraps, as in scrap dragons. I'm talking about you just got, you know, you just throwing scrap cards into your freaking deck just so you can have a 40 card deck at least to play, and trying to figure out why you're losing. You think because you're a bad duelist? No, because you have bad habits, man. You're trading cards from your main deck to make another deck, not knowing if that deck is even going to work or not, or is even going to suit your format. I mean, you might be an aggressive player and you're trying to play conservative. You're going to play a conservative deck, you're going to try to play aggressive, and then you're going to lose. You're going to be one of the wild laws. So, you know, like I said, man, stick to one deck. Make your one deck work. Once it's working, once it's good, you got everything for it. If you get tired of it, you get bored with it, make another deck. But make sure you at least have a playable deck before you start making another deck. Because you don't want to end up in a situation where you have 20 cards for one deck, you have 33 cards for another deck, and you trying to play a tournament and you're going to figure out if you're going to make the distance because you ain't. You're not. And people ain't going to be nice something. Like, I'm not going to be nice something but like, hey man, I'll let you borrow this stuff. Nah, just play with what you have, stick with what you have. When you have time and you have money and you have the funds and you have the cards, then you can make something new. But until then, man, just stick with what you got. Another bad habit is trying to analyze your opponent. Your opponent wants you to make your move and then say go. They don't want to hear about what they're going to do. What that is like, oh, that's probably a face down card. No, I know that's a Mirror Force. You know, he probably has Gores and say, I don't care. I know what I got. I don't need you to try and break it down like 20 questions trying to figure out what I got. Just make a damn move and move on, alright? Just pass turn. If you're going to sit there and talk, play cards, say go, and then talk. I'm not going to listen because I'm busy with my move, but, you know, stop wasting everyone's time and trying to be Dr. House on everyone's decks. Just, you know, man, just save the comments to yourself, man. If you think you know what and that's another thing, like I said, if you think you know what your opponent's doing, use it to your advantage. Don't sit there and spill your strategy. I happen to spill my strategies, but I try to spill it to my friends, my teammates. I try to tell them the habits that they have, so that in future tournaments, stuff like that, they don't get messed over. Like, here's a habit that I'm gonna explain to everybody, so y'all all can be aware of this. But usually when y'all set cards and y'all spell in trap card zone, the first card y'all set, the one closest to your deck, is your most dangerous card that you have in your hand. The most dangerous card you have in your hand, to your mind at least, in your mind, that first card you set is your most dangerous card. Not too many people know that. Most people be like, they look at their hand, they have a Mirror Force, Solemn Warning, and like a Book of Moon. To them, they might think that their Solemn Warning is the most dangerous card. So they'll probably set that first, and then maybe set like a Book of Moon. They might just set, you know, just that one card. But always remember, that first card that you set in your mind is your most dangerous card. And for a person like me, who understands human behavior, that's the first card I'm going to destroy, or at least bait it out. So, you know, next time you have a nice setup with like 3 or more cards you want to set your one that you don't care about. Like, if I lose this card, I'm not that worried, man. If you know you about to spread something out the ass, you got pot value, you don't really need it, set it. Bait that first card, because some people's going to go for that first card. That's what most people will destroy your first card closest to your deck, because that's your most dangerous card. But your opponent will always probably go to the furthest card from his deck, because that's on the right hand side for him, and most people are right-handed. So most people who go by instinct will destroy the card closest or furthest away from your deck because they're right-handed. People like me who's playing this game for a while knows that the card closest to your deck is your most dangerous one. And that's the one I'm going to destroy. So, you know, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, then just, if you want to set your cards, shuffle them up, put them down, let your opponent gets at it. But if you understand what I'm talking about, use it to your advantage. See how your opponent works. You know, so keep that. And another thing, I really hate it. I really don't like when you go to these big tournaments. I'm not talking about locals, regionals, and upper, like YCS, Shawnee Jump, stuff like that. Man, leave the girls alone. Alright? This is a predominantly male game. If we have females in this game, cool. Eye candy. Look at them. Don't stare at them. You know, glance over and like, oh yeah, she's cute. And to be honest with you, believe it or not, a lot of girls that play this game are pretty cute. I don't know why, but they are. Don't scare them away. Leave them alone, man. If you want to talk to them, fine. Don't be that weird guy trying to don't flirt with them, man. If they like you, they'll talk to you. And if they don't like you, just leave them alone, man. Babe, dude. You know, if you about to play up against a girl, man, go to the bathroom, throwing that deodorant, man. That goes back to my first statement, man. Don't be that fat, smelly dude who's playing a girl and then you trying to flirt with her and she's just sitting the whole time like this, you know, saying one card like, you know, trying to lose. She's just going to scoop just so she get away from you, man. So, like I said, leave the girls alone, man. Half of them probably got men anyhow. You ain't cute. Most of the men that play this game ain't even cute. I'm cute, but most of y'all ain't cute. So don't even get that big head of yourself, man. There's a reason why you antisocial. Just leave them alone, man. If the girl's like you, she says the same things, y'all have common grounds, then go for it, man. But if you just throwing stuff out there, don't be that guy, man. Leave him alone, man. Don't just leave him alone, bro. Don't be that guy. But as of right now, that's all I can think of for etiquette and stuff like that. But like I said, this is just a little video that I decided to make in my house because I'm going through videos myself trying to figure out topics for my next Yu-Gi-Oh discussion. So, but I said, these are just one of those quick things that just popped in my mind that I want to get off, keep fresh. So like I said, man, if you like it, go ahead and subscribe, click the like button. If you have any advice, anything I should have thrown in here, just go ahead and leave some good comments, leave creative criticism. Don't be like, oh man, you're an idiot, because you know what, don't do that, because I don't want to hear that, man. So anyways, YouTube, this is Walk Dog from Team You Out of Time. Remember, it's balls in your court, but remember, you out of time.